Welcome to Brainstorming Quotes. Let's read and listen to the recitation of famous brainstorming quotes from Marie Curie, the French physicist and chemist who discovered polonium and radium and achieved Nobel Prize in physics. She said, "We must believe that we are gifted for something and that this thing must be attained.
Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood." I am one of those who think like Nobel, that humanity will draw more good than evil from new discoveries. Life is not easy for any of us. But what of that? We must have perseverance and above all confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and that this thing must be attained.
The older one gets, the more one feels that the present moment must be enjoyed, comparable to a state of grace.
Be less curious about people and more curious about ideas. There are sadistic scientists who hurry to hunt down errors instead of establishing the truth. Decide. Have fun and get started. The world is waiting for you to reveal your gift. You'll never make me believe women were made to walk on stilts. I was taught that the way of progress was neither swift nor easy. Radium is not to enrich anyone. It is an element. It is for all people.
I was only 15 when I finished my high school studies, always having held first rank in my class. The fatigue of growth and study compelled me to take almost a year's rest in the country. I then returned to my father in Warsaw, hoping to teach in the free schools. A scientist in his laboratory is not a mere technician. He is also a child confronting natural phenomena that impress him as though they were fairy tales. I am among those who think that science has great beauty.
Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. One never notices what has been done. One can only see what remains to be done. Sometimes I had to spend a whole day mixing a boiling mass with a heavy iron rod nearly as large as myself. I would be broken with fatigue at the day's end. Other days, on the contrary, the work would be a most minute and delicate fractional crystallization, in the effort to concentrate the radium. First principle: never to let one's self be beaten down by persons or by events. It is important to make a dream of life and of a dream reality. I am one of those who think like Nobel, that humanity will draw more good than evil from new discoveries. In 1903, I finished my doctor's thesis and obtained the degree. At the end of the same year, the Nobel Prize was awarded jointly to Becquerel, my husband and me, for the discovery of radioactivity and new radioactive elements. If I see anything vital around me, it is precisely that spirit of adventure, which seems indestructible and is akin to curiosity.
We should not allow it to be believed that all scientific progress can be reduced to mechanisms, machines, gearings, even though such machinery also has its beauty. Neither do I believe that the spirit of adventure runs any risk of disappearing in our world.
You cannot hope to build a better world without improving the individuals. To that end, each of us must work for his own improvement and, at the same time, share a general responsibility for all humanity, our particular duty being to aid those to whom we think we can be most useful. I have frequently been questioned, especially by women, of how I could reconcile family life with a scientific career. Well, it has not been easy. If it takes 100 years, it will be a pity, but I will not cease to work for it as long as I live. Certain bodies become luminous when heated. Their luminosity disappears after some time, but the capacity of becoming luminous afresh through heat is restored to them by the action of a spark, and also by the action of radium. It's always good to marry your best friend. There is nothing more wonderful than being a scientist. Nowhere I would rather be than in my lab, staining up my clothes and getting paid to play. Scientists believe in things, not in person. We must keep our certainty that after the bad days the good times will come again. I never see what has been done. I only see what remains to be done. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel Brainstorming Quotes and get the latest updates at the earliest possible. It's always good to marry your best friend.
Brainstorming Quotes. Read daily, achieve success surely.